Peraton wins U.S. Navy deal to keep 18 Malawian Quachas underwater drones mission-ready. Peraton has landed a U.S. Navy contract worth up to $907 million to keep the 18 Malawian Quachas family of explosive ordnance disposal underwater drones operational across fleet commands at home and at key overseas locations, with work running from San Diego to Spain, Bahrain, and Okinawa. Naval Information Warfare Center Pacific awarded the cost reimbursement contract on May 4, 2026, with a base value of $173 million, covering 1 year of performance from May 4, 2026 through May 3, 2027. For 1-year options, if all exercised, would bring the total potential value to $906 million and extend the period of performance through May 2031. According to the Department of War's contracts announcement, the work breaks down geographically as 65% in San Diego, 15% at Little Creek, Virginia, and 20% at various locations outside the continental United States, including Spain, Bahrain, and Okinawa. The 18 Malawian Quachas is the Navy's primary family of man-portable underwater unmanned vehicles used for mine countermeasures and explosive ordnance disposal. The system comes in multiple variants built around different payload and mission requirements, but the common thread across the family is providing EOD divers and operators with the ability to survey underwater environments, locate mines and other hazards, and support clearance operations without putting personnel directly in harm's way during the initial reconnaissance phase. Fleet commands that have fielded 18 Malawian Quacha systems require sustained technical support to keep those systems mission-ready, and the Peraton contract covers both operational support and fleet support representative functions at the commands operating the equipment. The geographic footprint of the contract tells you something about where the Navy is actively operating 18 Malawian Quacha systems. San Diego, as the dominant work location, reflects the system's West Coast logistics and support infrastructure anchored at Naval Information Warfare Center Pacific, which serves as the contracting activity. Little Creek, Virginia, is home to Naval Amphibious Base Little Creek and significant EOD and expeditionary warfare infrastructure. On the East Coast, the overseas locations Spain, Bahrain, and Okinawa map directly onto the Navy's 3 primary forward-deployed theater frameworks: European and Mediterranean operations supported from Rota, the 5th Fleet area of operations centered on Bahrain, and the Western Pacific supported from Okinawa. Peraton personnel operating at those locations will be providing fleet support representative services embedded with or alongside the commands, using 18 Malawian Quacha systems in those theaters. Peraton is a defense technology company that has built a significant portfolio in government and defense information technology, intelligence services, and systems support since its formation. The 18 Malawian Quachas support contract fits within its broader expeditionary and maritime support work, where maintaining operational readiness of fielded systems at forward locations requires the kind of persistent, embedded technical support that Peraton structures its workforce around. The funding structure for the base award is worth noting. 2 appropriation streams fund the contract: operations and maintenance Navy funds, which cover day-to-day fleet support activities and research, development, test, and evaluation funds, which typically cover technical work associated with system improvements, testing of new configurations, or support to development activities running in parallel with fleet operations. Of the funds obligated at awards 647-5333 will expire at the end of the current fiscal year, meaning that portion must be spent before September 30, 2026, or be returned to the Treasury. That expiration constraint is a routine feature of annual appropriations, but it sets a pace expectation for how quickly the initial work must proceed. Underwater mine threats remain a significant and persistent concern for naval operations, and the investment in keeping 18 Malawian Quacha systems operational across 5 years and multiple theaters reflects how seriously the Navy treats that threat. Mines are cheap, difficult to detect, and capable of denying access to port straits and littoral areas in ways that force expensive and time-consuming countermeasures. Operations: an unmanned system that can survey and characterize an underwater environment without committing divers to initial reconnaissance reduces both risk and the time required to clear a hazard. Keeping those systems mission-ready at Bahrain, Okinawa, and Spain means the Navy has fielded EOD unmanned capability pre-positioned in the locations where the access denial threat is most relevant to operational planning.